Hey, some of the stuff that's coming down. This is a warning to all you scammers that decided the unique bid auctions are the place for you, especially at Zeek Rewards. Not a good thing. Their banking relationships, their new banks that they've got, top of the line world, gigantic, huge. Their security, their compliance, their scanning is unbelievable. This came in yesterday. An Asian fella, about 41 years old, arrested on charges of altering forged documents, walked into Zeek Rewards. I got this off the Lexington Police Department blotter. Walked into Zeek Rewards, had counterfeit or forged checks of some kind, and when they ran them through the scanning system, bam, caught it like that. And I know that they've got a team, that's all this team does. Matter of fact, both in Lexington and an undisclosed location, checking this, and it fell right in line with what I just read in the Wall Street Journal, that the FBI is working with the banks to nail cyber criminals across the world that have been hitting small businesses in the United States. You know, it's one thing when you hit those Fortune 500 companies, Fortune 100 companies, but they've been digging into the smaller companies, not just internet-based companies. I saw a small mannequin maker. They got nailed for $1.3 million. I tell you what, you scammers better run, because Zeek's new team from the bank and from their compliance, their anti-fraud, we call it the Zeek Squad. I tell you what, it just went up a notch. And on that note, I should say this. I talked with some of the powers to be yesterday. Can't go into big detail because all companies want to be able to get it onto their own website before they give it to us third-party reporters. But listen, here's some of the stuff I can be a little bit ambiguous about, but I can let you know what's going on. Looks like all commissions should be up to date from what I've seen already, and from what I heard at corporate. I'd say within a week. You know, maybe within a day, but definitely within a week. I think you're going to see all commissions up to date. Some of the guys are already saying, Troy, we've been paid up till just yesterday. So obviously they are on top of this. All of the e-wallet situations look like they would be ironed out, totally taken care of. Same thing, within just a few days, you'll see announcements coming from Zeek Rewards News on that one specifically. I don't know all the details. Had somebody asking about Montana. Troy, is Zeek Rewards shut down in Montana? No, the answer is no to that. Here's what happens. There are certain states you have to file as a foreign corporation. That means a company that's not domiciled in the state. You've got to file your annual report of what you're doing, how you're doing it. I used to have to do this in the state of Texas when I ran our company. So this is pretty typical. They have that filed. It's already in Montana. And we're going to check and see if it's actually gone live. Once it's gone live and we can see it, then they're up to running. I've already put the word out to find out where that stands. So that's kind of what the scoop is. That's just normal everyday business stuff. Happens to big business and small business. Not worried about that. What else did we have going on that we needed to get out that people worried about? Brand new technology officer is going to be coming on board. This is some great news. When you're building like they're building, some of you guys have seen the frustration. Every other day, every 3 or 4 days, it seems like maintenance going on, server issues, 505, 503, 404. It frustrates you, right? Well, they've grown to a size now where they've brought on a complete top-tier technology team that's really, they're going to be managing all of that database, all of the servers. They're not the coders. So, you know, Dan and his team that are rocking the thing out at building the back-end code for the auctions and all that, they're still in place. These are the guys that they bring in at the different server farms. And I tell you what, I'm excited about this because I think now that's where Zeek's headed. You know, when we were over at ProStep, one of the things Kevin Lehman was phenomenal at is he hired the top talent he could find. And we ran numerous servers. We were on an island where we could hit with a hurricane, and we didn't have downtime. I remember when we moved from one location to the other, we knew we were going to drop all the servers. We were running somewhere around 300, 350 different customers' websites. These are network marketers. We shut down and we're back up in less than 4 hours. And you know what? That's where Zeek is headed now with their new CTO, with the new top-tier team they've got in place that are database experts, server technologists, system admins. This is going to be phenomenal for you guys. And it's been a long time coming, and it's because we've got some great people that say, you know what, hell or high water, we're going to make sure that everything's in place. And I was excited to see that. Don't know everything yet where the e-wallets are. I know they're still working on a major deal there. They've got that taken care of. Don't know anything about the new qualifiers yet. Don't know anything about the shopping mall stuff. I've got calls in for Dawn today, so I'm going to be on a call with her kind of helping to get more information for you guys as soon as we can get it. But this is a quick update. And again, I want to tell you, scammers, you better run, because what they're doing now with their new bank and their new processors and everything. And by the way, some knucklehead kept saying they don't have U.S. banks. Rex Venture Group's always had U.S. banks. Okay, the dilemma there was that their little bank that they were using, Newbridge, they said, man, we can't afford to hire all these people, not knowing if you guys are going to go back to doing a few $1,000,000 a year from doing a few $1,000,000 a month. We just can't do that. This is astronomical. And in checking with some of the third-party players, I soon realized these guys are doing on a daily transaction basis what some utility companies do. So you can just imagine how many checks are having to roll through there to get to the deposit, to make sure it happens. And the banks have these really weird laws. So I don't care about all that. They've got a U.S. bank now, more than one, but gigantic in size, loves network marketing companies, are willing to put skin in the game with a company and say, hey, we're willing to work with you as a partner. Let's see if we can make this thing happen. So I'm excited. Stay tuned. We're a little ambiguous, but we still got stuff. Live life like it's an epic adventure. Stay dangerous. Stay strong. And if you're in network marketing, act like it.